I can't get into RuneScape. I've tried. Trust me. I've literally started playing that game probably 20 times. I just can't do it. I don't know if it's the years of content that's already established. Maybe I'm just overwhelmed and don't know where to start. But whatever the reason is, I just can't do it. So when I heard that one of the original creators had a new passion project that was coming out and going to be similar to RuneScape, I had hope. Brighter Shores is very much like RuneScape. You can tell it's definitely inspired by that game, but it does have its own unique style and vibe. I actually really dig the whole grid style. Makes me feel like I'm playing D&D with my friends or something. I also like that you can interact with a lot of things, like you would in exploration games. You can investigate stuff, take objects you wouldn't expect to be able to, combine them with other objects, stuff like that. The crafting is fun and a bit different. You have to use specific stations at different locations to craft different items. The combat is pretty straightforward. Click a bad guy, choose the weapon you want to attack with, and there you go. The menus are easy to understand and traverse. However, there is something about the map that I find janky, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's just a little weird feeling to me. I was having fun with this game. As with any game, you jump into it, don't quite know what to expect, and have to let the game show you what it's about. The issue is that the more time I spent with the game, the more I started to grow cold on it. One of the major issues I have is that I felt like no matter how long I played, which admittedly isn't as long as others have played, I was still just wandering around the same town. I know there are other locations, but they're also gated off behind a monthly subscription. Not exactly fond of that model. Oh well. It's just the kind of meh town that you'd expect from this kind of game. It seemed big at first when I was getting used to things, but as I progressed, I realized that it was actually pretty small. I could feel the walls closing in. I do like that there are puzzles in the game. Almost like a Return to Monkey Island type thing where you have to figure out the puzzles to progress. The frustrating part is that you have to do the steps of the puzzle in a very specific way in order to move forward. So I had a bunch of quests that were half completed because I didn't know what the game was looking for. I love puzzle games, but these puzzles felt a little flat and rigged, like none of the creative solutions I came up with would work. It had to be that one specific way the game wanted me to do it. It also didn't help that the hints in the quest log basically gave me no direction. It just said vague outlines that summed up what I've already done. I felt a similar way about the progression. You have a level for your character, but it's sidelined by a level per town or zone that you're in. You have skills and trades that are connected to each zone. So when you level up those skills, your level for that zone also increases. An interesting take. A little odd. Maybe a little overcomplicated when a simple leveling system would work. But hey, that's cool. The thing I did not like was that every time I went to level something up or progress a skill, the game was like, whoa buddy, you need to level up skill X first. So, I'd go to level up skill X. Whoa buddy, you need to level up skill Y before you can level up skill X. So then I go to level up skill Y. You get where I'm going with this. There's not much that can turn me off from a game faster than every time I go to progress something, it tells me I have to do something else first. Maybe it's because it triggers my anxiety, maybe it's because I'm an organizational freak and I don't like loose ends. Or maybe it's because when I play a game, I want to feel like I accomplished something, not got told what I couldn't do when I wanted to do it. Maybe I'm being too harsh. It's not a bad game by any means. And I know there's a small team making it, and it's just starting out. I just don't like games that start feeling like work or like I have to do things exactly how it's programmed, or else nothing works and no progress can be made. I think I might let this one cook for a bit before I jump back in. I think there's potential here, and a few months or a year from now with some feedback and updates, it could be a fun adventure to dive into. But for me, for now, I think I'll circle back later and move on to other games that are fighting for my attention.